Talks from CritsHappen.com. Thanks for watching and welcome back. Well, we are in the film room with another critical situation, this time with one of my favorite games from last year. This is from Fantasy Flight Games and it's called Descent 2.0, Journeys in the Dark. Now this is actually the newest expansion, which is the Lair of the Worm. There is another expansion that is just about to be released. We haven't had a chance to get this on video yet, so I thought that this would be a great opportunity for a critical situation. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, I absolutely loved Choose Your Own Adventure books. I loved them. I think I had every one at one point. I just read them over and over and over again, and they were just phenomenal. If you don't know what a Choose Your Own Adventure book was, you got to the end of a certain point of a chapter in the book and it would ask you a question, and based off of how you wanted to answer it, you would go to a different part of the book and you jump back and forth and be able to basically read the same plot line across different stories multiple times through. So what we're going to do today is kind of our own little attempt at a Choose Your Own Adventure with Descent 2.0. We are in the middle of Gold Digger, which is the very first quest that you could insert into your campaigns for Lair of the Worm. And this has got a mixture of some of the old things from the original Descent 2.0 box set and the new things from Lair of the Worm. I'm going to take a second and I'm going to show you all of the heroes, all of their equipment and powers and what they have with them right now. We're going to show you the board and how it's laid out right now. And then we're going to let you choose at the end of this video if you want to take a look at the critical situation from the player's turn and walk through with them what we do and discuss that, or if you want to take a look at the Overlord's turn, walk through what we do with them, and then discuss that. And of course, we encourage you to watch both, and we appreciate everyone's engagement on these. These are not meant to be the best moves, the most optimal moves. We're just showing you an idea of what you could do, and then hopefully starting a discussion where you guys can chime in, let us know your thoughts, tell us if we're crazy, which we usually are, or tell us what you would do in the situation given all the parameters you're about to see. So let's take a second, we'll talk a little bit about the quest, and then we'll show you all of the information that's available to you about what we're doing right now in this situation. When you first play Gold Digger, there's a quest card and a couple of travel moments that you have to play through. We've already done that in this set, but let's take a look at the text leading into the Gold Digger quest so you understand a little bit about it. The quest card, when played, says, "As you make your way towards your destination, you see smoke on the horizon. You race around a bend in the road and hear a panicked cry for help. The wagon trails careen off the road lead you to believe that a caravan has come under attack. A set of wagon trails veers violently off the main road, leading your band of heroes off their current course. But that's the life of a hero. You live to serve the people. You follow the crooked wagon trails cautiously, hearing panic cries for help in the distance. Just as you emerge from a small canopy of trees, you are greeted by a gout of flame from high above. You duck just in time, turning up to see the form of a massive red dragon. "Foolish heroes!" a bestial voice bellows from the sky. "You'd be well advised to mind your own business this day. My subjects won't hesitate to display their loyalty to me should you interfere with my affairs." With that, the great dragon spreads its wings and disappears over the trees. The distant cries sound again. "Hide the armor! Don't let her find Jorm's discovery!" And you can't help but wonder what of all things could draw such attention from a dragon. So the situation is rather grim. In this, the goal of the heroes is to defeat Valindra. Now, Valindra right now is this red token on the board. It's the shadow of Valindra because she's supposed to be flying above the board. Her goal right now is to defeat all of the miners, which one that was right here was defeated last turn. Now, when the heroes cross the stream, or enter the stream token, or block here, I guess you could call it, space, then Valindra is going to land. It's their goal to defeat Valindra. Now, there's a lieutenant token that comes with the game, but personally we just like to use the Shadow Dragon because it looks pretty cool and it's about the same size, so it doesn't really affect the gameplay. Where we are right now is we have two open groups that have been chosen by the Overlord, been put on the board, and have started making some attacks and messing around with the heroes. The first one are the cave spiders. We have a master monster and 3 minion monsters. 2 of the minions have died and respawned. The master has 3 damage on him, and 1 of the minions up here has 1 damage on him. As you can see by their card, the minions have 3 health and the master has 5. Both the minion and the masters have a surge of poison, a surge of +1 for the minion, and a surge of +2 for the master. But more importantly, the master has web. And web says that each hero adjacent to this monster must suffer 1 fatigue to move out of his current space. This is in addition to any other fatigue suffered to move. And then the poison ability is if this attack deals at least 1 damage after the defense roll, then the target is poisoned and we would have to use one of the poison condition counters or cards. So I really like the spiders because they offer some unique movement choices for the heroes as they're trying to weave their way through their webs. The second is one of the new characters that comes with the Lair of the Worm, which are the Fire Imps. Now the Fire Imps, there are 3 minions and 1 master. These guys have 2 health for a minion and 4 health for a master. They're pretty quick. They both move 5 spaces. Both the minion and the master have Flame Fiend. They have a little bit different abilities. So let's walk through the minions first. You get Flame Fiend. You get +1 range on a surge and the ability to burn a victim with a surge. We'll talk about what that means in a second. Then secondly, the master monster has combustible, has Flame Fiend as well, a surge of +1 damage, and a surge of burn. So let's take a look at what those mean. Well, combustible for the master minion means that when this monster is defeated, each hero adjacent to the monster suffers 1 damage. So he wants to be around a lot of people when he dies. The Flame Fiend, it says, the monster ignores all effects of lava. Each time this monster ends its turn in a space containing lava, it recovers 1 damage, or 1 health. In addition, this monster never suffers damage from burning. And then on the burn with the surge, you can say if this attack deals at least 1 damage after the defense roll, the target is burning. So we have poison and we have fire. Now, these guys have kind of hung back and protected that area. The heroes have moved their way through this main section, have searched one of the search tokens over here, killed 2 of the minion spiders as we talked about before, and are making their way up towards Valindra's Shadow and the Fire Imps. Let's take a look at the heroes and see what kind of heroes are on the board, what they've got in play for them, and then we'll let you make your decision. So first up is Asrian. Asrian currently has 2 fatigue and 4 damage. She also has a light hammer and a wooden shield. And in addition, her abilities are Prayer of Healing and Blessed Strike. Now, Asrian's position is right next to Reinhardt the Worthy, and she is up front ready to deal some damage and heal some damage if needed. Next up is Leoric of the Book. Leoric is a couple of spaces behind our main frontline heroes, and he is a rune master. He has runic knowledge, Sunburst, and Exploding Rune for his cards, and in addition has picked up a stamina potion as well. However, he has 4 damage and 2 fatigue on him, so he's hurting quite a bit. Is he going to be able to hold off those spiders coming behind him, or is he going to be able to help aid as the Fire Imps start to come from the front? And then finally, standing on the front line is our knight, Reinhardt the Worthy. Reinhardt has quite a bit of stuff, and he's done very well here. He has an iron longsword and a wooden shield, but in addition is carrying a heavy cloak. So he's very well equipped for battle. He also has the abilities of Oath of Honor and Defend. So standing right next to Asrian, he is the tank of this group. He is the protector and the one that is going to go in to start trying to deal as much damage while protecting his fellow heroes as well in their quest to slay Valindra. So looking at the board layout, we have Reinhardt, we have Asrian, and we have Leoric. We have 3 minion monsters and 1 master monster for the Fire Imps. We have Valindra's token, or Valindra's Shadow, which is this red item right here, red token. We have 3 remaining miners, and mind you, if you're going to look at the Overlord's turn, Valindra can only attack the miners if she's adjacent to them. And then you have the spiders, 2 minions who are coming up the rear from reinforcements, One that has 1 damage on him that is going after Leoric possibly, and the Master Monster who has 3 damage on him, who is coming up from behind as well. So now it's up to you. What will you choose? Do you want the critical situation for the heroes? If so, there will be a link on your screen that you can click and watch. If you want to go for the Overlord, you can click on the other link and go off to the Overlord's critical situation. But in either case, we invite you to try both. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the moves we're about to make, and we'd love to hear what you would do given all the information, both that you've seen already, and as you click into the Overlord's turn, that you'll see in their turn as well. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to leave your comments below on the YouTube channel. Of course, you can join in on a discussion on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Google Plus by searching Crits Happen. But until we see you on the Heroes side or the Overlord side, keep rolling those dice, and we hope they're all surges.